Hello everyone, and we're back with more Danganronpa. Trigger Happy Havoc. We're going to figure out how she could have done it. Is that right? Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow? Great, now we have to figure out how he's... Why can't we just listen to his argument? Why do we have to... Whatever. Broken E-handbook. We already know where this is going.
Really possible? Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow?
Ah! I got it! She must have hacked her E-handbook!
No.
She was the ultimate programmer, after all.
You know, that kind of makes sense when you put it like that, though.
No, I don't think that's it. She used the thing that was in the main hall.
It would be interesting if she could have hacked the handbook, though.
I'm talking about Leon's handbook, of course. No, it's wrong.
Oh, that's why we have to counter it, because the handbook was broken.
Chihiro used Leon's handbook.
That's right. I forgot about that. See, one of the downsides of not playing these in forever, even though I still got it right on the money.
Why not?
But it didn't break during the last case.
Wait, it didn't? Yeah, I think you're right. I think we discovered it didn't break during the last case.
Featherbear was very vehement about the idea that it didn't break during the murder.
Oh. Well, then, yeah, I guess that'd be pretty impossible, huh?
Poor Yoshihiro.
I like him. This guy's cool. Can he survive?
Great, I hope he does.
Silent by how quickly you gave up.
Plus, isn't there a regulation against using someone else's handbook?
Actually, the rule states that loaning your handbook is prohibited. It says nothing about borrowing one. In other words, you could borrow a dead person's handbook all you want, and you'd be safe.
Yup, yup, yup. Hit the nail
Do you think-
square on the noggin.
Yeah. I mean...
Do you think the dead people get punished for someone stealing the handbook?
Really, I think this rule seems silly. It's really easily broken if for whatever reason you did want to borrow someone's handbook. Couldn't you just be like, oh no, don't steal my handbook that I'm holding out to you?
But I mean, like, maybe, that's what I said, maybe you get, like, punished if you let someone steal.
Maybe so.
Of course, if it were broken, that wouldn't make any sense anyway.
So then, she must have hacked hers, like I said. She used her ultimate programmer skills and...
Psst. You can't fix an e-handbook. The instant you open one up, a security buzzer starts blaring. So, if she didn't use Leon's handbook, and she didn't modify her own handbook... Maybe Mr. Naegi's initial assumption is just... wrong?
It seems like there's no way she could have got into the boys' locker room. So I guess so.
Someone could... Can't someone just knock her the fuck out and then drag her into the boys' locker room and kill her?
Yeah, I know. Sure she couldn't have gotten...
I mean, how did you guys think... Like, how did you guys think she was gonna be killed in the woman's locker room by a guy? If you're gonna argue that it's impossible to get into someone else's locker room.
Yeah, exactly. I think she very easily could have been dragged into the boys' locker room by a guy.
Okay then, I vote for Byakuya.
Is that it then? Chihiro was killed in the girls' locker room and Byakuya is the one who did it. Really? But still, I don't know what else I can do.
I agree with you, though. I think you're on the right track.
What the? You finally decide to open your mouth and that's what you've got to say? There's no way she could get in the boys' locker room, right? So...
Why are you so sure she couldn't get in? There's still one other way she could have gained access.
What?
Mundo.
What are you talking about?
Mundo, her theme song... Her theme song started playing, Mundo. You don't want to fuck with her now.
I know, seriously.
Your theme song is fucking badass.
Well, to explain that, why don't we take a little break from the trial? I'd like you
Wait,
all to
we
come
can
see
do
something.
that? I didn't know we could do that in this game.
Wait.
Fuck off.
Just what do you think you're doing?
I guess we're fucking off from the trial.
Don't worry. This will make
See
the
ya.
whole trial more exciting. I'm sure that thought must please you.
Huh? It'll make things more exciting?
No.
Well, alright then. I declare an official class trial recess.
Wow. Monokuma's easy to convince. Couldn't we just tell him, it would be really exciting if you let us all go?
Yeah, I know. We get to return to normal life. You know how exciting normal life is?
Seriously.
We have to deal with muggers, and we have to deal with family and parents.
It's a lot more exciting
Man,
and
you can
difficult
spy on us
than
all
this
day.
whole thing.
For real? Now then, what is it you want to show us? It better not be boring or I'll be very unhappy.
Okay.
Oh, I have no doubt it'll meet your lofty expectations. So, shall we go?
She's bitch slapping him around.
She is. I love Kyoko. I really wish there was just a, one of these, a Danganronpa game where you got to play as Kyoko. Pretty sure there isn't, but there should be.
But you could never play as her. You could never be as cool as her, though, so.
Yeah, I guess not. But I mean, they made a Phoenix Wright game where you play as Edgeworth.
True. But Edgeworth isn't quite as good.
I guess not. He has a bad tendency of doing that whole Kaiba-like thing and losing all the time. Even though he's still cool. So before I even knew what was happening, the class trial had been put on hold. We headed off with Kyoko in the lead. And where she took us was... well, the crime scene. Makes sense.
The girls' locker room? We've already searched this place top to bottom. What are you trying to pull, Missy?
Why are you so pissed off, Kyotaka? What are you trying to pull off? Visiting the scene of the crime and helping us investigate.
I'd like you to examine the victim's body one more time.
You want to check it
Be
again?
sure to examine the entire body very carefully. Take your time.
Ah, okay.
Okay.
Carefully? Like using our hands?
No, Fufumis.
I'm glad he went there for us.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I can't really blame him, Fumi, honestly. She made it sound pretty, interesting.
No way, no way, no way, no way, no way!
It's probably best if I don't run my hands all over a girl's dead body.
It's not that I'm.
But do you have a fetish you don't want to
Yeah, I
admit?
know,
Based on
seriously.
religious grounds.
Very well. I'll do it.
Oh, Sakura. You're a badass.
But you're a girl. You shouldn't have to touch a dead body. Just let one of the boys do it.
Don't be like that. She can touch any dead body she pleases.
No, it's okay.
Dead or living.
Yeah.
Chihiro would rather have a girl examine her. So just leave this to me.
Sakura. What is this? Some kind of secret girl-on-girl action? Is that what you two are about? That's not it at all.
Why didn't we?
Stop screwing around.
Why didn't we just lock her up in some fucking room?
I don't know. I feel like we really should. It would probably be safest for everyone.
Okay, here I go. I'm sorry, Chihiro.
So where's Kaiba? He said nothing about this.
Who? Oh yeah, Kaima hasn't said anything about this. That is weird. And her hands together in a brief prayer, Sakura began to quietly examine her
Be sure
body.
to check her entire body, and I believe we will solve this particular mystery.
Yay.
Her entire
So-
body? I know you say that, but...
What was...
The fuck are we expecting to find here? Also, he's telling me this case could have been solved if none of us had been so prissy about it.
Yeah, it could have, and I'm sorry you don't see where this is going.
What? This is... What is this? What is it?
Are you for real?
Not possible. It's not possible.
Sakura's eyes were staring wildly at Chihiro's lifeless form. Her massive frame trembled.
This girl is
what?
a boy.
Dun dun dun.
Ah, I see. So she was actually a he. Interesting. Thank you for confirming this fact. What?
You're joking, right?
I wouldn't joke about this.
Man, Sakura's gonna, like, blow a hole through the wall over this shit.
So, does that mean she can enter either room? Or she had been in this locker room before, right? Or
No,
never?
I guess she hadn't.
That's why she couldn't practice with him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then it's really true?
I swear, people are almost as freaked out by this as when Chihiro was found dead.
Wait, from what I heard, I might be mistaken here, but Japan has very odd views on this kind of idea.
Well, fair enough, yeah.
Oh, what? You guys didn't know? Heck, I knew that right off the bat.
Shut up, Monokuma.
Chihiro Fujisaki was totally a guy.
He was a cross-dresser? Oh, I'm really on fire! I wish I had killed him!
So that's what Kyoko wanted to show everyone, huh? Interesting. Yes, that certainly does make things much more exciting. Now let's ride this wave of excitement back to the courtroom and get back to the trial.
Well, it's not nearly as extensive as the mid-trial things in Phoenix Wright, at least not on this one. Which I don't really mind.
I do apologize for keeping you waiting. Now then, let's resume the class trial.
I feel like this game, like Phoenix Wright, this game is generally better in the trial than outside of the trial. Looking for clues isn't all that exciting.
We've all just learned of the shocking revelation that Chihiro was actually a boy. Let's pick up from there.
What were you gonna say?
Yeah, I mean, I agree overall. I will say the parts where, like, no murder has happened yet are also pretty decent. Just those, like, story-building parts that Phoenix Wright doesn't really have.
Right. I do agree. I like the parts where murder hasn't happened yet, the in-between story parts in this game. I think those are honestly some of the best parts that separate this from just a standard Phoenix Wright experience.
Yes, well, I don't know his reason for hiding it, but the fact is, Chihiro was not a girl, but a boy.
I think that Chihiro was actually a guy. I thought it never even crossed my mind.
Because the victim was male, he would have had no problem gaining access to the boys' locker room.
Assuming his handbook did, in fact, list his gender as male, then yes, that would be true.
Of course his handbook said he was a boy. He dressed like a girl, but he was a boy through and through.
So then, there should be no issue with Makoto's initial assertion.
I mean, the thing that confuses me here isn't the fact that neither of us examined the body that thoroughly, because most of the characters here don't seem like they'd be interested in that, but wouldn't we have been able to check the handbook and simply been able to see that he was a boy from that?
I assume no one bothered doing that.
Yeah, I guess not. It just seems like something we would do. You know?
So I don't know, maybe the handbook was missing, I don't know.
I don't remember.
The victim was killed in the boys' locker room, and was then later moved to the girls' locker room. And the killer could have easily used Sayaka or Junko's handbook to get into the girls' locker room.
So Chihiro really was killed in the boys' locker room?
I still don't understand the motive for moving the body, but yes, that does seem plausible.
Well, I must admit, I did find it rather odd. I knew he felt a little off. There was a certain incongruity to his female body.
This is the most titillating situation!
So now everything has been connected. All the mysteries have finally become clear.
Have they? Now I don't really know who the killer is.
Okay, well, connected or clear or whatever. We still think you're the killer, remember?
But he didn't even know about this. Why would he be the killer?
I mean, he could fake it.
Huh?
He could fake it.
I guess he could be faking it all, yeah.
Very interesting. This has become very interesting indeed.
He's off in his own little world.
What about you, Makoto? After everything we've learned, Do you still think Byakuya's the killer?
Well, without a doubt, Byakuya is the one that made Chihiro's death look like Genocide Jack did it. But I think he might not actually be the killer after all.
What? But aren't you the one who accused him in the first place?
He just seems to be too easygoing about all this. Like he's enjoying us solving the mystery. The way he's acting, it makes it seem like it doesn't have anything to do with him.
And you think that might be because
Good.
it doesn't have anything to do with him?
Plus, the evidence he left behind was a little too... how can I put it? Overt. He consciously chose to use the extension cord, knowing it could connect him to the murder.
Wait, so he made it look like he... I'm really confused now. So he did dress up the...
No, I'm wondering, like, maybe he knows... Maybe he knows who the killer is and he just wants us to find out, and if we tried accusing him, like, actually voting on him, he'd be like, oh no guys, here is exactly how this went down.
Yeah, maybe so.
Like, maybe he's just toying with us.
He very well could be. I mean, that seems
Even
like
though
something
probably
he'd
if you
do.
lose...
At least...
Though if you
that's how
lose,
I
he
see it.
probably wouldn't actually tell us the solution.
Yeah. Probably not, because game logic.
Because game.
And Byakuya, when you found out the murder took place in the boys' locker room, it seemed to rattle you. And then again, when you found out Chihiro was actually a guy, if you really were the killer, that stuff wouldn't have had any effect on you.
So that's your thinking, huh? Well, it bothers me that you don't have more concrete reasons, but it's fine. I guess I'll mark it as correct for the time being.
Oh, Byakuya.
I like you!
Great.
Never die.
Yeah, please.
He's right. I am not the culprit. I just happened to come across the corpse in the girls' locker room and decided to alter it.
Are you fucking with us right now?
No, I am not effing with you right now. I'm telling you the truth.
Well, I find it very hard to believe.
Go ahead, find it very hard to believe. You're free to be executed along with the rest of us.
If you're really telling the truth, then why? Why do you do that to his body?
My reasons hardly matter right now. Uncovering the culprit is much more important, wouldn't you say? Now then, if it wasn't me, who was it?
Well, I don't think I can say for sure without talking about it a little more.
Maybe he really did believe that it was Genocide Jack. No, that doesn't make sense, because then he wouldn't have used the extension cord.
We're seriously gonna keep going? We're all good, aren't we?
Like he didn't
I
have the
thought
knife.
Yeah.
Or Byakuya did it.
No, I'm with Makoto.
Like he didn't have the scissors to
If
actually
any
do it.
doubt whatsoever, we need to explore every possibility.
True, he didn't have enough scissors for the whole thing.
Because if we're wrong,
So either he
we'll
was...
all die here.
That's true.
Either he was...
Huh?
I'm with you too.
What was that?
No, like either he was trying to flame Genocide Jack, maybe he just has a weird fetish and he wanted to do it.
I don't know. There's a lot of weird reasons he could have done it. I suppose it just
Like maybe he just wanted to bring Genocide Jack out
yeah.
because he's like obsessed with the case, so he just wanted to like get her to talk.
Yeah, that also could be the case.
Damn straight. Count me in.
Do you not have a mind of your own?
Of course I do. What am I, an ant or something?
Anyway, let's discuss this all as a group one more time. We still have time to make our decision.
That's very true.
Our lives are all on the line.
Excellent. Then shall we resume our game of hide and seek?
If Byakuya didn't do it, then who is the real killer? Who murdered Chihiro? It's one thing we can be sure that we know about the killer. The killer was able to access the real murder scene, which means...
The killer's a guy.
yeah.
I got it!
If the crime scene was in the boys' locker room, you would need a boys' handbook to get in. Leon's handbook's apparently broken. The killer would have had to use their own... Oh, I fucked up. The killer was a girl. I think... Yeah.
Why?
No, you're right. The killer was a guy. My mind's...
The killer was a guy, nobody said.
But that's still not enough. I need to find some more clues. Okay, yeah, that was fine. Celeste's account.
Isn't there a single clue that might lead us to who did it?
Well, clues are one thing, but did nobody get a look at the killer?
I'm sure if someone saw the killer, they would have said something by now.
Perhaps someone saw the victim at some point. Even that might be...
I mean, I might just have to shoot this at the first thing.
All we need right now is any kind of new info.
Maybe there? No, that was a fuck up. Koda, don't scare me like that. Makes me think something weird is going on. Oops. Sorry. I didn't mean to scare you like that. Huh.
Isn't there a single clue that might lead us to who did it?
Okay.
Well, clues
Try
are
to not fuck up on this one.
Did nobody get a look at the killer?
I guess it was kind of dumb of me
Sure,
to
if
sit
someone
there.
saw the killer, they would have said something by now.
Perhaps someone saw the victim at some point. Even that might be enough for
I
now.
don't want to go through the whole thing.
All we need right now is any kind of new info.
It's over. It's all over.
All over
You wanna know
now.
who saw the victim?
No.
The killer. And only the killer. And it's not like they're just gonna turn themselves in. Game over, man. Game over.
Jeez, you're really freaking out.
No! Not game over!
Jeez, you guys. Oh, as a matter of fact, there is an eyewitness account regarding Chihiro. Okay, so that's definitely the one we want to go in on. It's just, everyone's freaking out during this whole thing.
Did nobody get a look at the killer?
I'm sure if
Oh, well, I
someone saw
can't
the
say that's
killer, they would've said
inaccurate to
something by
Phoenix
now.
Wright either. People in that game sure do
Someone
love
saw
to
the
freak
victim at
out.
some point. Even that might be enough for now.
Objection!
That's the
All we need
line.
right now is any
Boop,
kind of new info.
boop.
It's over. It's
You
all
wish-
over. You want to know who saw the
The
victim?
line.
The killer. And only...
Gotcha. Counter! Break.
I believe someone else did see the victim before he was murdered. What do you think, Celeste?
Now that you mention it, yes, I did see him.
Really?
Oh, but I suppose only Makoto knows about this.
What kind of way to say that name was this? Makoto. What the fuck is with your stupid accent, Celeste? I hate you.
The rest of you had no idea, did you? That is why you're all making such ugly noises.
Whatever! Just hurry up and tell us!
It was last night, right before nighttime. I saw Chihiro in the dormitory warehouse. I saw him stuffing a track jacket into a duffel bag.
And I also suddenly had blue hair! We've already pointed that out, but still.
And then, I assume, he headed off to exercise.
Screw the rules, I have green hair.
But we didn't find anything like that at the murder scene.
It seems likely that the culprit destroyed them to get rid of any evidence.
And that is when he said something that struck me as rather odd.
Better get going, I'm kind of in a hurry.
Chihiro told me he was in a hurry. But why would he be in a hurry? Only if someone were waiting for him, I should think.
So, Mr. Fujisaki was on his way to meet with someone, and then they were going to work out together?
But Hina and I had invited him to exercise with us plenty of times, and he always declined.
Probably because he was afraid you'd find out the secret he was hiding, right?
Which means that conversely, he must have trusted whoever he was meeting with very much, enough so that he was willing to risk his secret being revealed.
Oh, what a marvelous friendship!
The point is, whoever he met up with is the culprit, right? So we just gotta figure out who it was.
But knowing what we know, I can't even guess.
No. You already have what you need to make the connection.
Huh?
You know who the killer is.
Seriously? Who is it? Who's the killer?
Think back to the track jacket and duffel bag the killer disposed of. Focus on the details of these items, and it should become obvious who was waiting for him.
Alright. I still don't actually know. Do you have any thoughts on that, Sapare?
Who is in charge of the garbage disposal?
The garbage disposal? I don't know. It was the big guy, but I'm trying to remember
Sure
now.
about that. You really think we can figure out who did it based on 2 pieces of evidence that we don't have?
What? You want to track down some fingerprints or something?
Even if we had the equipment for that, we wouldn't know how to use it.
As was noted, the evidence is already gone. There's nothing to get fingerprints from.
So as Byakuya didn't
But
think
we
of it.
can make certain inferences if we just take the time to talk it out.
Easy for you to say, but fine. Celeste, did you notice anything special about the bag or jacket?
Why is it easier for her to say than anyone else? Like, oh yeah, it's easier for you to say we should talk it out. I think it should be easy for any of you to say that equally.
Because she isn't dumb.
Maybe so.
The bag was just a normal duffel bag from the warehouse. All the bags in there are the same, so I can't imagine what would make that one special.
Well, if I remember right, there was a decent variety of tracksuits to choose from. Do you think there might be some connection between the culprit and Chihiro's jacket?
Perhaps. Let's explore that and talk a bit more about the jacket we took.
Does Chihiro's track jacket really hold some clue about the killer? Somehow it's really hard to believe. It is. I feel like this is going to be one of those segments of wasting our time. Celeste's account. I also might have to do the hold down
we know
thing.
where Chihiro was headed. He was on his way to go exercise.
Right.
So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it! He picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black.
I don't even have a tracksuit. Because exercising sucks.
Fair enough, Fumi.
I got it from the warehouse, if you must know.
Did any of that really help us get any closer to figuring out who the culprit is?
No way. Not a chance.
You heard him, right? What he just said without even realizing it?
He's right. What he said just now is really odd. How did he know something like that? Oh.
First of all, we know where Chihiro
I
was headed.
see.
He was on his way to go exercise.
Yeah.
So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
So this isn't even about the tracksuit. I know what line it is, I just hope I have the right bullet for it. I should have just gotten exercise.
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black.
Ah.
I don't even have a tracksuit.
I know what this is. It's the part where he says my tracksuit is black. I think I need to absorb the exercise thing maybe, because I don't think Celeste's account really helps with that.
Figuring out who the culprit is?
But I think I think Mondo is the villain, which is really sad because Mondo is so cool.
What he
I
just
like
said
him.
without even realizing it?
You see what it is, right, Sapare?
But isn't it the fact that he's just pointing out the tracksuit was blue?
Yeah, it is, and he has no way of knowing that.
Yep.
First of all, we know where Chihiro was headed. He was on his way to go exercise. So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it! He picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
So, what you're saying is,
Alright.
the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him?
Damn it. Okay, I guess I should have gone with the accounts. Hell are you talking about? Just shut up, you little bitch. Oh, jeez. I'm sorry, Mondo. I didn't mean it like that.
He was on his way to go exercise.
Okay, I guess I just don't need to change it. But this is one of those ones that feel a little vague. I don't know what Celeste's account really has to do with the matter. Though it'll probably explain it to
Because
us.
her account doesn't include that it was blue.
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue track.
There we go.
Yeah. Because she never said it was blue. That's why it's so.
Oh, right,
Hold on a
I
second,
see.
Mondo. What did you just say?
Huh? What'd I say?
When Celeste testified a few minutes ago, she said,
Saw him stuffing a track jacket in a duffel bag, and then I assumed he headed off to exercise.
she never said anything about the jacket's color. So why did you say Chihiro's blue tracksuit?
What are you just...
To,
Hey, Celeste.
in his defense,
What color was Chihiro's tracksuit?
Oh, is that?
in his defense, if they were all able to see the magical image that we saw, then they would know it was blue.
That is true, yeah. If these images were real, it's hard to tell sometimes.
As a matter of fact, it was blue.
And before we began the trial, did you tell anyone that?
The only one I told about any of this was you.
Then, Mondo, how did you know what color Chihiro's tracksuit was?
Because I'm sure we saw the clothes at some point in the investigation.
No, that can't be it. The bag and clothes were surely disposed of by the time we began our investigation.
Man, this sucks. Why do the cool people keep dying?
But to be fair, the other option was Kaiba, so.
I know, but come on. I would have rather it been Celeste, or Genocide Jack, or, you know, a lot of other characters that weren't Mondo, basically. But yeah, you're right.
But out of the guys, is there anyone out of the guys?
Huh?
Is there anyone out of the guys you would have liked to see that?
Probably the most would be Hifumi. I don't hate him, but I really wouldn't mind. Like, he doesn't add that much to the game for me.
Okay.
Then the only reason he could have known what color the tracksuit was is if he saw Cherry with it before he died. That's the only possibility.
Cherry?
Cherry? Are you talking about Chihiro? So, how about it? Did you see the tracksuit or didn't you?
Just by chance. I just happened to see it last night. He walked past me, and he was carrying the tracksuit in his hands.
No, that can't be it either. According to Celeste's testimony...
Uh-oh. The soundtrack is doing something really weird here. Intense.
She stuffed the jacket into her bag in a hurry. It was almost like she was trying to hide it. And just like that, she was gone.
When Celeste noticed it, Chihiro made a point of making sure the jacket was completely in the bag. If you just ran into him briefly, you couldn't possibly have seen what color the tracksuit was.
It would appear you dug your own grave.
Perhaps. But you handed him the shovel, didn't you? That's why you said what you did. Focus on the tracksuit and it'll be obvious who he met with? What a bunch of nonsense.
Ah, now I understand. It was all one big bluff, wasn't it? Your true intention was to draw a slip of the tongue from the culprit. That's why you said you knew who did it, to put them on edge.
That's right. However, Mondo was my target all along. I had my suspicions about him from the very beginning.
Indeed, yes, she's just that cool.
But why?
Why?
You're so suspicious.
What did he do so suspiciously?
I don't know. It seems like we have
He
a
just
lot
had his
of
great
thoughts in
bonding.
common with characters today.
That's a good question.
Because I hate him. Wait, are we answering for her? The way he was acting, I guess?
Yeah.
There was a certain turning point that tipped me off. Maybe you didn't notice it, Mondo, but you tend to refer to men and women differently. You only call guys dude. For girls, it's chick. And after he was killed, you happened to refer to him as dude. Once I picked up on that, it occurred to me that Mondo knew something we didn't.
Interesting.
I did not pick up on that.
That's one of those kind of things that I actually think would be interesting to replay and check, like, the exact moment you can spot that. Because I bet you can spot that as a player, too.
Yeah.
You noticed such a tiny detail?
Are you a witch? She's a witch! You're positively frightful!
No, I'm not the frightful one. Not nearly as frightful as someone capable of murdering a friend.
That is true, though, to be honest, I wouldn't want to be on Kyoko's bad side.
I mean, look at her eyes in the left screen. She can hypnotize you.
She really looks like she could. And I don't know, just her stance. She could take out a bitch, probably. Anyways, I was thinking maybe we could end this part here.
Sure.
Alright, thank you all for watching, and we'll, I guess, condemn Mondo next time, maybe. I'll miss you, Mondo Pony.
Yay.